Warning, this video contains possible spoilers for the Song of Ice and Fire book series and the Game of Thrones television series. You have been warned. The theory goes like this. Jon Snow is not in fact Ned's bastard. He's the legitimate offspring of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark and the heir to the Iron Throne. If you're hearing this theory for the first time, you're probably confused and possibly have no idea who the fuck either of those two people are. Let me set the stage. Rhaegar Targaryen was son of AERYS Targaryen, also known as the Mad King, also known as King. Holy shit, please stop letting me alive. I literally just walked in the room and set me on fire. Why? Rhaegar was the Prince of Westeros and by most first-hand accounts a really cool and endlessly talented guy. Lyanna Stark was Ned's sister and was known to be a lot like how Arya was, wild and big into giving traditional gender roles the finger. The story goes that one day Rhaegar kidnapped Lyanna, infuriating the Starks and Robert Baratheon, the man she was supposed to marry. Then Robert's rebellion happened and a bunch of shit went down, and it's a thrilling tale that we will tell in another video. The gist of it is that the already married Rhaegar kidnapped, raped, and killed Lyanna Stark, which is, to put it very lightly, not cool. After Ned discovered this, he returned to Winterfell carrying a recently born baby, and if you haven't figured it out yet, that baby is Jon Snow. Now, Jon's mother is rumored to be some fisherman's daughter. This is particularly fishy, because this doesn't seem like something the Honorable Eddard Stark would do. He's endlessly loyal to Catelyn and never showed any signs of straying before or after Jon. In the book, Cersei actually comes on to Ned in desperation, and Cersei's said to be hot in the books, and Ned doesn't even consider the idea. Not even for a second. The circumstances surrounding Lyanna's supposed abduction are suspicious as well. Rhaegar was considered not to be the, rapist type, so this seems extremely out of character for him as well. So what gives? According to the theory, Lyanna and Rhaegar were actually in love. There's a story that tells of when Rhaegar, after winning a tournament, gave Lyanna a crown of flowers to declare her the queen of love and beauty for the tourney. It's like the star quarterback of the football game declaring a prom queen, basically. Yeah, I know that's not how football works. Don't worry about it. So Rhaegar taking Lyanna wasn't an abduction, but the two eloping together. But why did Lyanna die? Well, in a fictional time like this, it was not uncommon for women to die during childbirth. And in Ned's memories in his point of view chapters in A Game of Thrones, he keeps remembering Lyanna being on a bed of blood. The prevailing belief among fans is that Lyanna told Ned to promise to keep Jon safe. But why would this involve lying about his parentage? Well, there's one big fat reason. After Lyanna's death, some of you may recall that Rhaegar's wife and children were murdered, which is something Robert was totally cool with because he hated the Targaryens, and he even tried to get Dany assassinated even though she didn't do anything to him. So Ned came to the very reasonable conclusion that if Jon was outed as half Targaryen, Robert, I'm gonna kill all the Targaryens Baratheon, wouldn't let that slide. So Ned lied. And here's the final conclusion to the theory. Jon is the true heir to the Iron Throne. Why? Well, there's no textual evidence of this, but fans believe that Lyanna and Rhaegar got married. Formally, making Jon a technically true-born child of Rhaegar, making him the last living Targaryen heir. And because Rhaegar was the one who is going to be king, that would give Jon an actual better claim than Dany. And there's actually a whole nother part to this theory involving some prophecy, but that's a lot. We can cover that in another video. Is Jon becoming king actually how the story will end? Who knows? The biggest issue with this theory is that there's no way for any of the main characters to know who Jon's real parents are now that Ned is dead. So who will tell someone the story and how anyone will believe it are gigantic mysteries in and of themselves. And maybe Jon won't become king. Maybe he'll never know who his parents are. George R. R. Martin doesn't always play by the rules of storytelling, so this may just be a cool Easter egg for those who could pick up on it and nothing more. As of now, there's still 2 more unreleased books that may hold the answers to these questions, but as of right now, it's nothing more than a really convincing theory. But it's probably true.